Hi there. Well, alright guys, let's keep it simple today. Spring got us. Yeah. And there's Easter time. So, means there's Easter tobacco. Easter tobacco came up already, I think, 2 weeks or something ago. So I gather up 3 different tobaccos. Going to talk about these spring and Easter tobacco editions. You might want to say, well, I got no chance to get my hands on these. So if that's the case, don't panic. I'm gonna put a link down in the bucket so you can give Ronny an email if you want to have one of these tobaccos. You just give him an email and Ronny will take care of the rest. He will just ship it all over the world, just in case I don't know, you really want to have something and you can't get your hands on them. So, alright, enough prep talk. I'm gonna pack my pipe. So it's not packed yet. So what you see, I brought my, I don't know, my eel's claw, because that's an egg. Well, yeah, thought might be fitting for Easter time. You might think that's too much for us. Anyway, I'm gonna pack my pipe. Just went to another field. Just go to another field. Perhaps I'm gonna find a place with a bit shadow. I don't know. I shouldn't ask for shadow, shouldn't I? Spring. All right, guys. Let's hop off. Let's fire it up. Well, let me see if the windshield is alright. I've no idea if you can even hear anything. It's quite windy here. Anyway. Good news first. Well, spring tobacco is always some kind of opening to the new year. I know. Well, there's year's edition and so on, but that's all coming up in Christmas time. But first tobacco normally for the new year, that is spring tobacco, Easter tobacco, sometimes St. Patrick's Day tobacco. Well, there's gonna be no Patrick's Day tobacco this year, at least not the usual that we all know from Peterson. So, as far as I know, couldn't really find anything. So, all right, but nevertheless, there is spring tobacco, and those 3 tobaccos I want to show you. Those are all good tobaccos. I don't know, that's a good sign. Perhaps it's a good sign for the new year, maybe. So, I'm going to start with John Hainsbury. Look at that. So, that's the cover of the tin, but you know, that's cold hazard. So, that means, you see here, It's just a wrapper. You take that off, and then you got a beautiful tin. Really nice tin. And look at that. I don't know if you can see that. It's even some kind of relief. So printed on that. So really nice. Well, you can always discuss the color, of course. Anyway, so let's open this up. So no, before we open that up, and that's my suggestion for you. When I was at Ronny's shop and he had this on the shelf, I don't know, I had a feeling that there's a slightly smell coming up from that. So I took the tin, and I smelled on the tin without opening that. And I knew what that's going to be about. So, even more, if you open that up, and if you take a first whiff without opening the package. By the way, all these packages, as always, be careful with that. So they're not for storage for several years or something. They use these plastic bags with just a hint of glue. So I'm gonna show you the tobacco, and then I'm gonna tell you what they say. All right, let's try this. Come on, buddy. So, nothing really so fancy about it. But it's looking nice. It's really looking nice. You know, and when you take a whiff of that, even here with heavy wind, you can tell that's a hell of an aromatic. So it's really as far as aromatic goes even. Yeah, that's a lot. So humidity, I'll tell you about that. So humidity is absolutely alright. It's more on the wet side. So it's more on the moisty side than on the dry side, if you want to know that. But it's alright. It's alright. So, and what is this intense smell about? So let's see what they say. I have a little, I don't know, some kind of excerpt paper to that, you see here, so all the description. So I'm going to translate that. So they say, if you see the new limited spring edition 2021, you can't wait for spring. Yeah, well. Tobacco is from Golden, Virginia, Nutty Burley, Black Cavendish, Virginia Q-Cuts, combined with an aroma of currant, blackberry, and cherry. Whoa, guys, that is really brave. That's really a brave thing to do. So, currant, blackberry, and cherry. We know all these flavors. So, every one of these flavors is quite aggressive on its own. So, quite dominant. And, well, my guess is, I don't know, they did as much currant and as much cherry and as much blackberry on the tobacco as they would have done if they used only currant and only blackberry or only cherry. So that there's a lot of stuff on the tobacco. But, and that's the good news, you would expect now that tobacco is going to be harsh. It's bitey. It's biting your tongue. See, because of the amount of aroma, that's very often that's the case. If you have that heavy aromatic, normally I don't know, you're gonna face a lot of issues, and that's not the case here. I was really surprised about that. So if you wanna have a tobacco for spring, to let the neighbors know that it's spring, if you open the window, so if you smoke that indoors and you open the window, and the neighbor in the next house opens the window, you're gonna know that you're smoking spring tobacco. That's for sure. So that's a lot of aroma here, but some kind of unique in its way. So because it's a nice one. We don't have to talk about tobacco here, but tobacco has good quality. The quality is all right, so you can tell because the aroma can stand up to the last third of the bowl, and you don't get any harsh notes. You don't get too much. I don't know. It's not going to go wet or too moisty during this. It's not gargling or something. That's good quality. I was surprised about that even. Well, so that's for the first tobacco. Gonna tell you the price. As always, price is 25 euros 95 cents here in Germany. But anyway, I think I'm gonna sell her one up. So, but not on the tin, of course. So I'm gonna job it because you can use this tobacco and just take 10% of that tobacco to a really nice Virginia, and you're gonna have still a very decent aromatic. Still a heavy aromatic, probably. Alright guys, let's go for some meters, enjoy the sun, take another tobacco. Coming for us. Didn't even light up so far. I will need a table for that. Yeah, alright. Let's go for another one. So, now we're really into Easter tobacco. Kohlhase and Cup Easter tobacco edition. So, same procedure. We're gonna take off the wrapper here. Let me just put that away. Anyway. And you see a beautiful tin. I think so. Pretty nice. And again, you see this. Nicely done. So, something to store, something, I don't know. Well, actually, to be honest, as pipe smoker, there's always a point. I don't know. You're drowning in tins normally, but maybe you have some relatives around or some good friends that always appreciate bringing a good tin or having something. I don't know. For the shop, some storage, for cookies. That's especially what I think about. Anyway, tobacco, we open that up. And if you open it up, you will find out it's not as aggressive as the spring tobacco I showed you before. But you will find out it's well, you see, it's coming with a nice, I don't know, nice little paper here on top. So thank you, they say. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for choosing the tobacco from us. We are passionate about creating high-end products of the very finest quality and joy. I think they missed something. Well, you know, in YDPC, we like to say, enjoy, you deserve it. I would have liked that. Perhaps I should recommend that. Anyway, so let's take a closer look. On the other side, they say what it is. So, even for people who can't read, I don't know, they think that most of the pipe smokers or someone like they're not able to read. But anyway, so they made these little drawings here. So, peach, raspberry, and cream. Well, cream, well, you know, if you have peach and raspberry, cream will be hard to detect. That's my guess. And yeah, well, it's like that. So if you open it up, so same humidity here, doesn't really make us wonder, because the other tobacco is also produced by coal houses. So I think I didn't mention that. So the John Easter tobacco, the spring tobacco, is produced by coal houses, of course. Well, it's all about coal houses. So, alright, you see, also very fine looking tobacco. Perhaps not as bright, I think, as the other one. But absolutely alright. No sticks and stacks, no nothing. It's good. Some flake parts, but hard to detect these flake parts. You have to watch out for them. See, and if you take a whiff, yeah, it's very much peach. Peach and some kind of berry. You don't really know, but very heavy. Well, that's really heavy aromatic. But same here as for the spring tobacco. Quality. The quality is absolutely alright. So you light that up. Got some fine notes. Pretty close to the smell, and that's something we don't have very often. We all know that. So, long story short, guys, a decent aromatic. You can go for that, no problem in that. What about the price? €24.90. All right, and you got a nice tin man. So, if you like the aromatics, heavy aromatics, if you like slightly berry notes with a hint of peach, well, even good amount of peach, and the tobacco can stand to the last third of the bowl at least. Good tobacco. And sometimes in the last third you can even get some real tobacco notes. But I don't know, that may be just in my mind. I'm not too sure about that, but I want to believe. So, alright, that's the second tobacco you could go for. Alright, let's top off. So there's a little, I don't know, a little yard or something, some meters from here, a little nice tree. Perhaps we hop off. I'm going to show you the third and last tobacco, Easter tobacco that I have for this year. All right. Alright folks, 2 down, 1 still to go. So in lack of any more egg pipes, I just took my really reliable meerschaum that Doug Owen gave me. You know, that one, I don't know, after a while, this one had a little hole. You can see that here, I think. So I just fixed that with 2-component cement. So that was, the carver came very near to the bowl when he carved that. And so there was just, I guess that there was just 1 millimeter left. Couldn't be any more. And then one day, I got with my wooden temper in that, wanted to clean it out, and then suddenly there was a hole. And I realized, well, that was just a millimeter of meerschaum at this point. Well, wait, hard to know as a carver. So I fixed that with 2-component cement, and I didn't expect too much, but well, you know, sometimes these pipes that are nearly gone, or you don't really think about these pipes anymore because, I don't know, something happened to them or got an accident or whatever. So, and sometimes they provide the best smoke, so I don't know, because you don't think about that anymore. So really good pipe, and a nice tobacco. So Ostertabak, that's really some kind of German tobacco. Ostertabak. Well, it's done by Planner Berlin. So you might say, well, we all know that Planner doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, that's right. But those tobaccos, so labels still exist. Company in some kind of way also exists, but in a different way. So with a new owner, those tobaccos are mainly produced by McBarron. So yeah, I was wondering if they're coming up this year with an Easter tobacco, and yeah, well, they did. So, but I had to order that. Ronny didn't have it on the shelf, so but he ordered that. A few more tins. So if we open it up, what are these typical Planner boxes? I don't know. So it's not that high fancy classy stuff that we have seen on the spring tobacco and the Easter tobacco done by Kohlhaas I showed you. But anyway, so they say, I have a little greed in here, but it's in German. Can't translate that. So, bright leaves of highest quality Virginia tobaccos. And then there's some very ripe dark black Cavendish and a hen of Burley variant cut, they call that. So it's soft, smooth, and there is a hen of aroma. There's some kind of fruity aroma with a hint of eggnog. Anyway, so if you open that, you see that comes in these very typical golden wrapper or golden plastic. More reliable. So the quality of this is much better than this thin stuff from Kohlhaas. Because, well, I don't know. So, and so normally if you have a, show you tobacco. If you have a plant tobacco, I hope you can see that. So normally what you're going to do if it's a plant tobacco, you were searching for, finally I think, you will be searching for sticks and stacks, because that's pretty much their, I don't know, some kind of company sign or whatever. So that's the policy or whatever. So they used to have a lot of sticks and stacks. So anyway, well, I was searching for sticks and stacks. So don't be disappointed if you don't find any. So I really couldn't find any sticks and stacks. That's strange to me. Anyway, so McBarron, new producer, and So they might not think that sticks and stacks could be a good idea. Anyway, so I was talking to the master blender once of Planner, and I asked him, why do you have all these sticks and stacks? Are you not able to get them out, or is there an issue with that or whatever? And he said, no, that's part of the recipe. That's part of the recipe. So normally, I don't know, 5%, 10% sticks and stacks. There's an extra market for sticks and stacks. Didn't know that until that point. So anyway, no sticks and stacks here, but really, it's more than a hint. It's really that's a good portion of eggnog, and I like that. There is not much eggnog tobacco around here, so I was really I don't know. I envied some of my American friends. They're always smoking this eggnog thing, and there wasn't really eggnog around here. And now we have eggnog, if just for a single edition, but it's really good. So yeah, even with some kind of alcoholic note, but in a good way, not chemical. Very decent tobacco. If you smoke that, it's really, it's nicely done. It's nicely done. And so in this tobacco, you can even find some tobacco notes. So this burley, some Virginia notes, but it's still an aromatic. But you can even find some tobacco notes if you're searching for that. Good tobacco, burns well, humidity is all right. So as I told you folks, that's going to be the good news. All three tobaccos are really smokable, good tobaccos. It's up to you to make a choice. So I like all three of them, but I'm going to sell the first one, so the spring tobacco. But just because it's a really unique tobacco, but it's not absolutely unique. Every 2 or 3 years you see a special edition. Yeah, not the same, but same alley. And whenever something like that comes up, I'm going to sell her, I don't know, jar it up, and that's good for mixing. I normally use that for mixing, so 10% is enough to make a good aromatic. With, you know, you just grab a really nice Virginia and just add in 10% of that, and you go with a really good aromatic. Really nice. So, but all three tobaccos are good tobaccos, so that's really your choice. This tobacco is not as pricey as the others, so this is 19 euros just. Well, doesn't come in a fancy tin, but anyway, I think that's all right. You can live with that. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much it. So, once again, if you can't get your hands on one of these tobaccos, I don't get a cut out of that or something like that. I don't want to push Ronny or whatever. So, just for you, if you ask or whatever, if you can't get your hands on that, don't get mad or something. Just give Ronny an email, and he will come back to you and tell you what he needs. I don't know, credit card information or whatever, and address, and then he does the shipping, and he's shipping everywhere, and shipping is not much. So, all right. This said, yeah, there isn't much more to say, except for have a wonderful springtime, my friends. Enjoy if the sun comes up at your place. Enjoy the Easter time. Hope you have some great Easter days, and take good care. Be well, and perhaps see you again. Look at me. I guess they don't appreciate Easter tobacco. I don't know.